to people tell you that you have ruined your credit for life. This statement is untrue. You need to think positively and keep in mind that you have buried all of your mistakes, bad decisions, and the overspending that initially got you in serious debt. Bankruptcy means a new beginning. You are now ready to build a new financial life for yourself and your family. Once you have discharged your debts, it's very important that you begin to reestablish a good credit rating. Here are two options for reestablishing new credit. Option 1. You could apply for a loan to purchase a car. If you have filed bankruptcy, you may need to ask a family member or a friend who has good credit to co-sign with you. This auto loan will appear on your credit report as a joint account with a person who co-signed for you. As you make your car payments each month, the bank will report these payments as current. This will demonstrate to future credit lenders that you can handle installment credit payments responsibly. Be sure to make the payments on time every month. Option 2. You could also apply for a secured credit card from your bank. As you charge purchases on the secured credit card, your balance will be reported to your credit report. As you make on-time monthly payments, the credit card company will report those on-time payments as current. This will demonstrate to future credit lenders that you can handle revolving credit payments responsibly each month. You need to be sure you pay these amounts in full every month. Take what you have learned and be sure not to fall back on your old habits. Credit cards are useful if used properly. If you are carrying balances on your credit cards, then you're most likely not acting in a financially prudent manner. Patience is important in this process of rebuilding a good credit history. Remember, when you sign an application for a credit card or a loan, you are legally responsible to pay back the money you borrowed on time and with interest. We recommend that you slowly develop your new credit history. Don't make the mistake of applying for too many credit cards or for a loan that is larger than you can handle. Start slowly. Be responsible when spending money. Keep track of how much you spend, and most importantly, pay your bills on time. This concludes the Basics of Bankruptcy section, and we will now continue to Part 3, preparing for your budget briefing session. Part 3. How to prepare for and complete your budget briefing requirement. In this section, I'll explain what to expect when you contact the approved credit counseling agency and what you need to have prepared when you make the call. We will discuss the following items and why they are important. Complete an income and expense worksheet. Contact the nonprofit credit counseling agency. Create your budget with the credit counselor. Review your spending plan with your credit counselor. Obtain your completion certificate. Obtain debtor education materials and learn about the requirements. Complete an income and expenses worksheet. Included with the consumer information sheet provided, you will find an income and expense worksheet. You will need to complete the income and expenses worksheet before you contact the agency. If you are using an attorney, they may want to discuss your income and expenses with you before you contact the agency. You need to determine how much money you have coming in and how much money you spend each month on living expenses, such as food, utilities, etc. Unsecured debts, like credit cards. Secured debts, like car payments. And savings. Again, please review the worksheet and complete it as accurately as possible. Just pulling numbers out of the air will not do much good and certainly will not provide the counselor with the proper information to develop a true budget for you. Again, being prepared when you call the agency will help you significantly. Contact the approved credit counseling agency. Your attorney, legal professional, or document preparer will provide you with a consumer information sheet. This document will provide you with important information to keep you moving along. The information sheet will provide the contact information for the approved nonprofit budget and credit counseling agency you will need to contact. This agency has been approved by the U.S. Trustee's Office to help you complete your credit counseling requirement. When you call the agency, you will need to give them your full name and your client ID number. Remember, as I mentioned earlier, it is important to complete your income and expense worksheet before contacting the credit counseling agency. In your budget briefing session, your assigned certified credit counselor will review and discuss your situation in detail. They will A, go over this video and allow you to ask questions about the content within the video. B, assist you in creating a household budget. It's very important that you have a copy of the income and expenses worksheet we discussed earlier, and it's completed to the best of your ability. This information is the heart and soul of a true counseling session. C, create a spending plan. This spending plan will outline possible options and will provide you and your attorney with the information you need to make an educated decision related to your current situation. This spending plan will provide you information related to your current situation and what type of relief you may receive relating to various credit counseling programs and bankruptcy alternatives. The spending plan will also provide you with valuable information related to what you should be spending. These numbers are derived from standards based upon where you live, the size of your household, as well as other relative information. The credit counseling agency will not tell you what option is best for you. That decision is ultimately yours. If you are moving through this process without legal assistance, you will need to decide on your own. If you are utilizing an attorney for assistance, you will want to consult with him or her again after you have all this valuable information and make the decision that is best for you. D, spend a few minutes to go over your debtor education requirement. This requirement is needed in order for you to complete your bankruptcy discharge. This is a separate requirement and must be completed in order to discharge your case. I'll touch on this requirement a bit more in a moment. E, process your session and issue you a budget briefing completion certificate. Your completion certificate will be sent directly to you with an email notifying your attorney or legal professional of your completion. This certificate is required for you or your attorney to file your initial bankruptcy petition. As I briefly mentioned earlier, I will now touch on your debtor education requirement. This concludes preparing for your budget briefing session. And now we will continue to Part 4, Personal Financial Management Course Overview. Part 4, Personal Financial Management Course Overview. Once you have completed your budget briefing session and you or your attorney has filed a bankruptcy petition, your next step is to begin and ultimately complete an approved Personal Financial Management instructional course. This course is required and will be explained to you by the nonprofit agency. Assuming you obtained the course initially when you spoke with the nonprofit agency, you will need to do the following. Remember, you must complete this course or you will not be allowed to move forward. If you fail to complete the financial management course within 60 days of your initial 341 court meeting date, you may not be eligible to receive a discharge from the court. Once you have completed the instructional course, you will be issued a debtor education completion certificate. Your completion certificate will be sent directly to you with an email notifying your bankruptcy attorney of your completion. This certificate is required to have your bankruptcy discharged. It's required regardless if you file Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. Remember, this is the second certificate you will need to ultimately complete the entire process. Once you receive your original signed debtor education completion certificate, you should make a copy for your records, and the original will be needed to provide to the court. Thank you for watching this presentation. We hope you found it informative. Feel free to watch the video over if needed. As you can see, you are beginning a very important journey, and as long as you are informed, you'll do just fine. Remember, the credit counseling agency, education provider, and your attorney, if you're using one, are here to help you. Thanks again for your attention, and we wish you the best of luck on your new financial journey.